Morning student, today we will see areas of management. In the previous lecture we have seen functions of management and levels of management. Along with that we have seen characteristics of management and importance of management. So our today's topic is areas of management. In management there are four areas. They are marketing management, financial management, production management and human resource management. These four areas of management are very important in each and every type of organizations. In today's lecture, we will see how these areas are helpful in the business. First of all, we will start with the first one, marketing management. Marketing management, it is a process of providing goods and services from producer to the customers. Means it shows how goods of various kinds or services of various kinds are provided from producer to the customers. What process producer do to supply goods and services to the customers, and how they satisfy the demand of different types of customers. In marketing management we have four elements. These four elements are product, price, distribution and promotion. So now we will see four elements one by one, and first is product. It includes developing new product or developing the existing product. Sometimes the company try to make new product to attract the customers, while at the other time they try to change the existing product in order to attract the customers, or they already have the customers, they get attracted towards their product if they produce something new or if they change something in their product. For example, Apple take changes or give changes from time to time in their product. So those who have already buy the product of their company, they will buy it again, or they develop some new things in that, so they attract the customers towards them. And it also includes color, size, shape, weight. Some companies goes on changing the shape, color, size of their product. For example, previously when the Nokia was producing QWERTY keypads handsets, at that time they goes on changing the color of their product, the size or shape of their product in order to attract the customers. Changing the shape, changing the color of the product always attract the customers. Different car manufacturers produce different types of colors in their cars. This will attract the demand of the product, and new product come into the market in a form of different colors. Sometimes we see changes in the sizes of the product, shape of the product. Shape of the product change, the demand of the product is created. Now we will see price. It includes sales policies, credit policies, discount policies. Sales policies, how we have to attract the customer towards us. Different organizations create the sales policy in the different ways. We have seen some puts 50% off, buy one get one free, buy two get two free. These are the different sales policies they do in order to attract the customers. Sometimes they add discounted coupons, sometimes they sell the goods on credit policies. Nowadays we have seen in some of the malls they sell clothes on installment basis. Suppose care should be taken while deciding the prices. Prices are the most essential thing or element in the marketing. While deciding the price, it should be seen that if that same type of product which you are producing, what is the price of that product in the market? You have to decide your product according to that. Suppose if you are going towards the bike segment and you are producing the bike of rupees 60,000, and then you have to see who are the producers who are producing the bike of same quality which you are producing and what is their rate. So while deciding the price, we have to see the price of the other product or existing product in the market. Now, third point is distribution. It includes various ways of selling through wholesalers and retailers. Wholesalers and retailers, who are they? Wholesalers are those who buy goods in bulk and sell in bulk. Retailers are those who buy goods in small quantity and sell in further small quantity. Now we have to decide whom we want to approach for selling our product in the market, that including the marketing management. Then promotion. It includes matters like advertisement, publicity and various ways to attract the customers. Advertisement plays a very important part in selling the product. Now we have to see where we want to advertise our product. In the local news channels, in the local channels, newspapers, magazines. Advertisement also depends upon the cost you want to spend for doing the advertisement. Sometimes the different publicity groups are hired. They publicize your product in different ways to attract the customers. Advertisements are very important to create the demand of your product in the market. So, in the marketing management, we have seen four elements: product, price, distribution and promotions. Now, we will go to the financial management. Financial management is very important because it deals with the financial management deals with acquisition, utilization and allocation of capital. Capital means money or capital means finance. It deals with three things: acquisition, how and from where we have to acquire the capital, that is called acquisition. Utilization, how we have to utilize the capital which we have. The money we have to utilize it in a perfect manner. We have to decide how we have to utilize the resources we have, that is included in the financial management. And then comes the allocation of capital. Where are the sources where we have to allocate the capital? Suppose how much capital is to be included on various sources. Suppose how much capital is to be included in production, how much capital is to be included towards giving the salaries, and how much capital is to be for different assets, fixtures. We have to decide that, and then we have to allocate our financial resources. Now, financial management and its functions. First, to estimate the financial needs, how much capital is required, that estimation is in financial management. To make financial plan, we have to make plan how much finance is required in coming years. Then we have to prepare budget. Budget is to be prepared for each and every areas of management. Suppose how much budget is required for bottom level, how much budget is required for middle level and for the top level for different policies. Now we have to see how to allocate the different resources. Resources may be man, material, money, method. We have to allocate these resources in the different ways or a different manner. Now, to plan our taxes, we have to plan different taxes which we have to pay towards the government, and then to form the financial policies. There are different financial policies which affect our business. we have to form a different financial policies through which we can do our businesses. Now we will see about the third areas of management, that is human resource management. It includes selection, training, promotion and direction to the employees. Selections. Selection means in management there is one process through which people are selected for the particular job. What we see in selection? We see that the person's qualification, his knowledge, his experience, skills he has learned, that all things are considered while selecting the people for the particular job. Then training. Training is the process in which person who are educated, skilled, are trained for different purposes, and their training is generally done by the business itself. Then promotion. In the promotion, we see that those people who are doing their work in the proper manner or with the very enthusiastic way, or who are helping business to gain profit, are promoted from one level or from one position to the another position. And direction to the employees. It is very important. Employees should be guided for each and every aspects of the business. Guided employees will help to achieve the goal of the business. Now, we will see some of the basic function. Basic function is to manage employees. Human resource management basic function is to manage the employees as they are valuable assets of the business. Now let us understand this. Employees are the most valuable assets. In the accounts we have seen we write assets, and on that asset side we do not write the value of the employees, but employees are the most valuable assets of the business. Through them we can achieve success. Any business can grow when there are employees in it. Better employees will fetch you better result. Then efficient management reduce labor turnover. And now let us see what is labor turnover. Labor turnover means when employee is satisfied with the job, he will not leave the job, he wants to come to the job, and that is considered in the labor turnover. Here labor turnover means employees not leaving the job but they are maintained in the job, that is labor turnover. Now let us see human resource management and its importance. There are 6 importance which are necessary for management. They are efficiency of employees increase. With the help of human resource management, efficiency of employees increase. Your employee will become efficient if he is guided properly, if management take care of him. So human resource management try to increase the efficiency of employees. Then profit increase. Efficient employees help us to increase the profit of the business. As I said before, employees are the most valuable assets of the business. So proper guidance, proper directions, proper take care of the employees help to fetch more profit. Then third one is human resource management help to maintain business prestige. Any person's prestige is the most important thing, or you can say goodwill in the account language. Goodwill of the business or prestige of the business is develop because of the better employees. Employees will say that my business is doing this, my business is doing this way. They will tell your other person or the third party about your business, and they are the one who will publicize your business. Then job satisfaction. It is most important that human resource management try to see that those persons who are working with them has job satisfaction. They should be feel, yes, I have done something good, and they should be feel proud while working in the business. That is job satisfaction. Then feeling of oneness can be developed with the help of human resource management. Oneness is harmony among the person, coordination among the persons who are working. Coordinated, harmonious relation is possible with the help of human resource management. Now the sixth one is proper utilization of resources. Any resources can be utilized properly if they are managed properly. Those who are using the resources, if they are managed properly, then the resources will be utilized in the proper manner. Now let us see the production management. That is the fourth area of management. First of all, what is the meaning of it? Means to produce goods and services to satisfy consumer needs. Consumer needs can be satisfied when proper goods and services are produced in the business. Producing the proper goods and services is the main aim of the business. Any business will grow if they satisfy their consumer, because consumer are the king of the business, and satisfying the king, you are satisfying yourself and you are growing your business. Now what it include? It include planning, coordination, maintenance, etc. These things are maintained in the business if employees are coordinated properly. Now what are the functions of production management? First, to decide production plan. Planning is the most important criteria of the business. As we have seen, planning is the most important or primary function of the business. Production management is done before when it is given to the workers, and when worker know what they have to do and how they have to do, when they have to do, then their work become easy. That is considered in the production plan. Second, to undertake production research means different research are conducted to make the production process easy, simple and economic. Economic means sasta. Now, to select product development. Research and development, two different things. In research, we find out a new ways of production, and in the product development, we try to develop the product from one form to another, from different in the size, shape, color, formation, and that is product development. To have quality control, it is most important that quality of the product should always be maintained. Better quality products are always desired by the consumers, and better quality products are always welcomed by the consumer. So we should always maintain the quality of our product. Now, to select the technology and machineries, there are many different kinds of machineries are used in the business. We have to use those technology and those machineries which are latest, economical, best. There should be a technology in which we have to consider one thing. We should know what we have to provide to our men, and we should see that they do their work in the best possible manner when they are provided with the best technology and best production functions. Then production management take decisions about the proper layout of the machines. Machinery's layout is most important, and that layout can be done properly with the help of production management. So production management help to produce the different layout and helping the development of the business. So, four areas of management. First is marketing management, second financial management, third human resource management, and fourth production management. Thank you.